Every year, Congress has to fund the government and its program through a process called appropriation. Congress has started working on its appropriation bills and will keep working on them. Before Congress can do that, there is something called the President's budget. Today I'm going to be talking about the President's budget. Every year, the President comes up with a budget, which is like a wish list for how the administration wants federal agencies and all programs under them to be funded, how much money they all get. That's what we call the President's budget. It usually happens in February because then it will give Congress time to write budgets so they can pass it to law before the end of September. The President's budget is not law. It is Congress that actually decides on how the money should be divided up. The 12 appropriation bills passed by Congress fund the government for the next fiscal year. The fiscal year goes from October 1st until September the 30th of the following year. So now let's talk about this year's budget, which looks very much like last year's. The President once again suggested to get rid of the University Centers on Excellence in Developmental Disability. Budget will reduce funding for the other two UCEDD centers, Leadership Education and Neurodevelopment, and other related disability programs, LEN, and Intellectual and Developmental Disability Research Centers, IDDRCs. This could be harmful to people with disability and their families, as we know that all of the programs in the network help people with disability to live productive and happy lives. Now, how can you help? Well, you can advocate to your members of Congress. This means calling or emailing your members of Congress. If you haven't ever done this before, don't worry, I'll help you. The number for Congress is 202-224-3121. And then the person who answers the phone will ask you for your zip code in your state. They will connect you to the offices of your members. It is important that as members of Congress makes decisions about how to fund the government and programs for people with disability, and if they follow the President's budget or not. Then they hear from real people with real stories. You can also look up your members' website for their email and write an email. I'm Liz Weintraub, and I'm the Senior Advocacy Specialist at UCEDD. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you next time.